Welcome to the Archetypes of the East series. In the previous lesson, we covered Hexagram 1. Next, we'll explore Hexagram 2, Earth, the receptive power. Hexagram 2 is the second of the foundational hexagrams. It's the divine feminine, or the great mother of the I Ching. Composed of 6 broken yin lines, it represents the primordial womb or the cosmic canvas. It's the archetype of the mother principle, the cosmic birth, and the nurturing power of the earth. The embodiment of the divine feminine principle, the oracle signifies a time of supporting, cultivating, and developing, a season of growth. Great achievements at this time are possible through being open, humble, and patient as the information needed to continue will shortly arrive. The superior one listens closely, allowing the divine influence to speak to them in profound ways, be that through the wise words of another person, a piece of information arriving by coincidence, or by the gentle nudge of one's intuition. The time for conceiving new ideas from heaven has come and gone, and now is a time for work for what is being built. While the creative Hexagram 1 provides the seed, the receptive provides the soil. This is the power of patience and cultivation. It is an energy that receives the impulse of spirit and gives it a body, a home, and a way to grow. The image of Hexagram 2 is earth over earth. The earth's condition and disposition are receptive devotion. The superior one who has breadth of character carries and supports the workings of the outer world. The superior person is one that has depth and breadth of character. They're able to exercise their powers of patience, as the earth does with all life that it carries, supporting and sustaining everything on it without judgment. Just as the earth follows heaven and completes the work that it's given, the superior person brings purpose and form and manifestation to that idea. The earth doesn't argue with the seed. It accepts it and provides the nutrients required for its specific nature. To align with this hexagram, you must develop a breadth of character. This means being large enough, stable enough, and patient enough to carry the weight of responsibility without cracking. The judgment of Hexagram 2 reads, "The receptive brings about sublime success. Further progress is made with the strength and devotion of a mare loyal to its rider. If the superior one undertakes something and attempts to lead, they will go astray, but should they follow instead, they will find proper guidance. It is favorable to engage with energetic communication to complete the work while there is visibility and clarity. It is better to forego initiating new ideas or sudden starts, and avoid unnecessary risk plunging into unknown territory. Instead, stay adaptable and reasonable. Quiet perseverance brings good fortune." The receptive power is symbolized by the mare, strong and grounded in the earthly realm. The hexagram informs the seeker that they should not take the initiative to act because good fortune will be missed. Instead, they should be open to new information that will inform their path to further their endeavors. The directions west and south in the I Ching represent areas of work along the flat farmlands, symbolizing manifestation and the finding and gathering of equals for community and collaboration. The east and north in the I Ching represent the realm of the creative and innovation, the high mountainous regions of the heavens. To forego is akin to saying that the stage for innovation or instigating changes regarding a task is done, and that instead of standing as the isolated creator, one must now cultivate, renovate, and follow guidance to properly finish the great work. It's time to contain and nurture the idea that is gestating, which needs your help to grow. In the realm of career goals and ambition, this hexagram asks that one become a pillar of support. You are like a chief operating officer, so to speak, and not the founder like in Hexagram 1. The action to focus on is to look at details, contingencies, and focus on stability. Listen to what the project, endeavor, your team, your friends, or family are asking of you. By being engaged as a support system at this time, you allow the creative force to actually manifest within your life. Without you, the idea, the power, or influence will not have a home. In the realm of relationships and social flow, yielding is strength. In a world that tells you to hustle and to chase, the receptive tells you to wait and to listen. The social strategy is to chase nothing and no one. Cultivate your own inner soil, so to speak, so that you become magnetic for others and for the things that you want to attract in your life. By cultivating the connection to yourself, look for those who are also excellent listeners and genuinely invested. Allow those relationships to come to you naturally. A changing line 1. When one walks on hoarfrost in late autumn, it is a sign that the solid ice of winter is not far off. Like the autumn hoarfrost, this is a foreshadowing of greater developments to come when winter arrives. Pay attention in your life to possible warning signs and act with care at the first start of your cultivating work or your circumstance. There may be difficult conditions ahead, red flags, or even signs of potential obstacles or trouble. Just as the first light frost of autumn is an absolute guarantee that the deep freeze of winter is coming, there are small signs that you can see now that are indicators of a much larger reality on the horizon. Be alert, stay vigilant. Look at the trajectory of your project or your scenario. If you see frost, quote unquote, which could be tension, small errors, or omens, begin your preparation for the ice, the real challenge that's to come. Trust your intuition regarding vibes. If small details feel off during the beginning of a deal or a date, don't ignore it. It's a preview of what's to come. A changing line 2. Embody the receptive power of the earth to attain success. Be undeviating, truthful, direct, justified. Be impartial, fair, and all-encompassing. It is good to operate without the need for prominence or special recognition. The supportive stability of your work remains advantageous to all things. This line describes all of the virtuous qualities of the receptive power. One needs to emulate the virtues of the earth to attain that success. Be balanced with your interaction with others, and do not force any particular outcome in your endeavor or your scenario. Do not overanalyze, micromanage, or smother. When your character is truthful and impartial, you become a force of nature that everyone trusts and relies upon. Your reputation precedes you. You don't need a marketing campaign or a power play. Your consistency and integrity are doing the work for you. Let it happen. A changing line 3. Hidden excellence is within. Maintain your greatest qualities and continue to persevere. If you serve someone in a higher authority, do not seek personal glory or recognition, but rather focus solely on the work of completion. One has excellent qualities and talent within. Maintain those qualities regardless as to whether or not they are seen or recognized in the moment. If you commit to serve a greater cause or an authority, you will not gain personal glory or recognition for the work that you do. The dedication given to the work and your efforts to serve a greater good by completing the assignment without fanfare brings the greatest amount of success. It is better to conceal one's talents so that they can develop undisturbed. Leave credit and prominence to others so that the most important work can be accomplished. Shiny achievements, gold stars, and cheap placards are only vain distractions. Your value is being recorded by the universe, even if it's not being tweeted by the world. Everyone wants to be the president, CEO, premier, or royalty on a throne. But what most don't realize is that the truest power is the invisible force that looms behind the seat of titles and authority. A changing line 4. Like a bag tied up, keep your thoughts, intentions, and plans hidden from view. Just as a closed bag conceals its contents, discretion prevents outside attention. There is no blame in this circumstance, yet there is no praise. This is a time to use extreme caution. Do not draw attention to yourself and do not make big strides. Remain discreet by not seeking validation or involvement. This is a use of stealth. This scenario calls for quiet, unassuming safeguarding to protect your personal endeavors or initiatives. Success here depends on absolute discretion, as the environment or the individuals around the seeker could be hostile. Keep a low profile. This isn't about being shy, it's about personal operational security. Success at this time is measured simply by the absence of trouble and friction. A changing line 5. A yellow lower sash, the symbol of a balanced and humble middle way of bringing things to completion, brings supreme good fortune. Yellow in the I Ching is a symbol of the middle way, the path of temperance, stability, and truth. A lower garment implies humility and preparation to serve in an important supportive role. Act with humility and without ulterior motives. Embrace the role of a powerful, nurturing, and supportive force, and this will lead to supreme good fortune. Without you as this essential support, everything will unravel. Your quiet contribution brings guaranteed success. Show, don't tell. Let your work speak for your character. Everyone knows the team wins because of you. Your influence is at peak precisely because you are so reliable and selfless. You're basically like the MVP who doesn't need to win the Heisman. By embodying the receptive power, you are worth more than any award, trophy, or title. You are the indispensable pillar of foundational support. A changing line 6. Dragons fight and do battle with one another out in the open. The creative and receptive spill each other's blood, and it is black and yellow respectively. When yin energy tries to force itself into a yang role, when the support tries to usurp the leader. By stepping out of your natural position to fight for dominance, you've created a battle in the meadow where no one truly wins. The mixing of black and yellow blood here signifies the corruption of both of these principles. One has not embraced the receptive power, and now that force becomes antagonistic and destructive, attempting to usurp power and overthrow authority where it has no business doing so. One is attempting to lead where it is meant to support. If one doesn't stop this course, mutual harm comes to all parties involved and the work being done. A battle for dominance results. Return to humility to avoid pointless battle. Even if one succeeds in the rebellious conflict, there will be a great cost. A special case scenario occurs if all lines change in the receptive. It reads, "It is immensely advantageous to commit to unending receptive perseverance." This is a rare omen, and it occurs when all 6 lines of the receptive are in motion. It signifies a state of holy consistency, if you will. You have become so aligned with the principle of devotion and being receptive that you are no longer just waiting for a result. You have become the process itself. Because you have remained steadfast, the universe is now ready to transition you into a brand new cycle of creation. Enduring perseverance, steadfastness, and consistency to the divine principle of the receptive will lead to unbelievable benefit and supreme good fortune. The cultivation of the previous endeavor begets a new cycle, idea, vision, or project that ignites a new great work. This concludes Hexagram 2. If you found this material helpful in understanding this hexagram, I hope that you liked the video. Subscribe for more as we explore the next hexagram in the story of the I Ching. The next hexagram is Hexagram 3, difficulty at the beginning, sprouting. See you soon.